Okay, in this tutorial we will be going over how to adjust the tightness on a Rolex or Tudor vintage clasp. This method will be applicable to any vintage clasp, whether it's fold over or flip lock, that have these blades, this style blade, two blades there with slight curvatures on the clasp. You'll notice this particular clasp, although it does close, the mechanism itself is not snapping shut securely. And many folks think that the way to remedy that is by bending in these tabs here at the top of the clasp. And while that may be a solution at times, if they're bent outward, most of the time the solution resides in the curvature of these blades. So you'll notice these particular blades have some flatness to them. There's not much curvature, and that flatness causes this weak closure here. So what you're going to want to do, and you don't need any tools for this, you can do this with your hands, you want to add more curvature to your blades. I like to do this slow, increment, try, not all at once. This takes somewhat more finesse, right? If you go too much too soon, you're gonna end up malforming these blades. So you want to go slow. So we'll start with this one here at the far end of the clasp, and you see the way the curvature goes, and I'm just going to use my hands and give that blade a little more curvature. You can see there, now it has more curvature, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'll turn it over and give it a little more curvature. You can see there both sides have more of that U shape. And now we'll test. We'll see how that's changed. And you can see just with that slight adjustment in the curvature of those blades, how the tightness has now adjusted to the point where it is a tight and secure snap. And if you want even further tightness, you can continue, again, incrementally here, add a little bit more curvature. Start with this side first, then the other. You want to keep them somewhat even. You don't want one flat blade and one curved. You want to keep them around the same, because they do have to fold over each other, right? They have to match up there in their curvature, not perfectly, but somewhat the same. And with that little bit of additional curvature, nice snap. And you get a little bit more secure there. If you want a really tight snap, what I have found useful to do is this inner blade. The more curvature you put on the inner blade, the one closest to the clasp body here, the tighter the snap. So if I want to put a little bit more curvature on this inside blade. It's a little bit more than the other one. And there we have an even tighter fit. And that's it. It is that simple.